Hey everybody, welcome all of y'all out there in video land, in place that is not here, world, in Listenerville, wherever you may be, I don't know. Howdy. Okay, so I'm back. I was sick as a dog for about 2 days. I got a hold of a really good bit of medicine. It was Alka-Seltzer, funny enough. Alka-Seltzer, cold, cough, flu, and that shit worked, man. I was legitimately taken aback by how effective that stuff was. Knocked the, and I'm not unconvinced that I didn't have the flu or something very, very similar to that. Anyway, we're back on 2 builders and 2 tools. So we're doing what we've been doing. I'm just going to sort of putter around and build a bit. Because, I've been away. I've mostly been designing this place in creative mode. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it isn't the same as being on the server, Howdy, Sumi. Hey, Roscoe. Hey, Stream Avatar. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Elmo and Top Hat. How is everybody? We're doing great. I know I am. I hope you're doing great. Wherever you may be, in whatever state of mind you're in, I hope you're doing great. So yeah, there's just a lot of hey, Sugar Moscavo. Welcome. Glad to see you. Elmo is scheming. What have you been scheming? Woke up, it's 2 a.m. Refrex? I'm sorry. Or maybe that's good, I don't know. Hey, Cody. I've now done 2 live streams on YouTube. Okay, I didn't get recommended your stream, though. That's unfortunate. But, hey, whoops. You gotta get your feet wet somehow, I guess, as they say. Let's just make a half stack. There we go. So, one thing that has kind of bugged me for a while is that this hallway, this is like one of the first hallways I ever made. And it's empty, and it's dark, and it's ugly, and it just can't stay that way. So I'm going to make it not stay that way. So yeah, what all has been happening? This weekend has been pretty uneventful. I was more or less all right by Saturday. Well, actually more like Friday, but, I got to enjoy my usual outside activities. Okay, I would like to light this area up a little bit better. Guess that's okay. So yeah, pretty good. Bro is flying Elytra IRL. No, it's more I got to rollerblade, which I couldn't do. When you're sick, you really can't or shouldn't try and do a ton of strenuous stuff. You can't tax your immune system any more than you're already, because you're sick. At least that's what my mother taught me. And so I was refraining from rollerblading like I like to do. I got back into it, don't worry. It was only for a few days. It wasn't that bad. But it's what's really annoying is that I'm starting to gain weight and I know it. And so I'm doing more rollerblading as like a workout, as a means of burning calories. It's good. I'm beginning to kind of thin up a little. So that's good. I was hovering 140, 150, somewhere in there, and then I was starting to get into the 160 territory, and I'm like, no, that is not my ideal weight. I don't want to push it. I don't want to become fat. But then again, who wants to be fat, I hope nobody. I may not be the most amazing at various things, but Gym stream? Oh my god, Universin, you're online. No, I won't be doing gym streams or anything of that nature, and I certainly won't be live streaming any rollerblading. That's like private time for me. Also, I wouldn't want to show off the neighborhood where I live or anything like that. Just because, like, it's out of, you know, an abundance of caution and just general care for the place I live in. Wouldn't want to show people's houses and things like that. Okay. This is an alright little area. Now, one thing I wanted to do, I had this vision a while ago. On what server or world are you playing? I'm on 2B2T, of course. Mr. Roscoe will find you, sure. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to do was, I've noticed that this long hallway with all its windows and such, it would make a great sort of place to stay. Because if you look at this giant area, I could put some rooms here. Now, I know I said all of the Japanese style area would be up here, but I might change my tune for some of this area. I might keep it all Blackstone and just do it its own style up here. I don't know yet. Gotta go. Okay, take care. Delight. Jack's neighborhood is a lagoon. No, it's not a lagoon. It's a normal, perfectly normal, ordinary American neighborhood, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, really. It's just, again, I don't want to show off people's stuff, and I don't want to have where I live be super publicized. Because, like, there's a very specific spot in the world where I live, and, you know, I just don't see a reason to expose myself in that manner, you know? Just is what it is. It's not like, it's not bad. Can't have you-know-who showing up at your house. Yeah, I know, right? He would go. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Oh. Definitely one of the crazier types of people out there that I would not put that past. Hey, El came in. Welcome. Hello, Varus. I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, hello. Welcome. I like white pale oak buttons. They're good. I like that we have a black stone button and then we have a pale oak button. And we got black and white, which is very, like, customizable. Black and white can go with almost anything. That reminds me of all things, an episode of Seinfeld. I didn't watch much Seinfeld as a kid because it was a very popular show, but I never really could get too into it. And it reminds me of this one episode of Seinfeld where Jerry Seinfeld gets this cookie from a bakery. And it's frosted with black and white frosting. And Jerry then spins this into some sort of a race thing. And it's not like bad. It's kind of like an allegory for how the races can sort of get along. It's kind of wholesome in a weird way. But then, out of nowhere, Jerry starts getting sick and goes, "Oh no, the cookie, the blacks and the whites are fighting in my stomach." And it was so stupid. And then he ends up tossing his cookies because the cookie was not, like, I don't know, safe to eat or something like that. Why am I sideways? What are you talking about? I'm not sideways. You're sideways. He's Elytra flying IRL? Yes, I'm Elytra flying IRL, right. Just sat around and reminisced while listening to music. Okay. A lot of old pictures, though. Okay. Well, I hope that was a pleasant reminiscing. You always seem melancholic. I, of course, now know why, but yeah, it's something. It's something. Wishing you the best, Top Hat, really. Okay. Jack, share IRL Elytra hacks. Well, I mean, my only Elytra hacks simply these. Electrofly, pitch lock, choke mode, bounce, stuff like that. Like, it's not really that special. But yes, gonna do these IRL. Thanks for the tips. Oh, yeah. How sideways I am. Yes, I get it. Very funny. No, every now and then, I do like to screw around with my avatar just a little bit, just to make people guess, like, what is wrong with me. And I'm like, nothing's wrong with me. Something's wrong with you if you think that my avatar being sideways is weird. Okay, so that's aligned with that. No, keeping people guessing is more fun, really. It's not like there's no real ulterior motive here. I just enjoy making people go, why are things like this? Why are you doing that? Why are you not doing things the way I would do them? And I'm just like, because I am a free spirit who can do whatever he wants. Or who can do what he wants. Fuck. That can't... God damn it. My grammar. Oh well. Fuck it. You know what I'm trying to say, probably. Okay. So, right about here... I'm gonna put a doorway. The non-regulars, yeah. Yeah, it does make the non-regulars scratch their heads, and that is kind of part of it. There is a little bit of that. Okay, pale oak doors. Let's put some pressure plates there. Let's get some pale oak double doors. So that's going to be a room of some kind. Gaslighting your audience is wholesome. I mean, I guess. At this point, it's just kind of a tired bit, if I'm being honest. Because, like, I've put my avatar sideways a million times and made people go, why did you do this? Why'd you position it that way? Don't you know it's strange? And I'm like, it's an anime avatar. It's not supposed to be normal. There we go. I made sure not to put the buttons there so that you can't press them and open the doors. You have to actually open the door and then go through it. And then the pressure plate closes behind you. Hell yeah. Okay, let me turn off the hacks for a moment. I want to see how that looks. I want there to be doors pretty much on every single one of these hallways where the windows are. Those are basically... It's just like a courtesy to be able to look out and see the natural landscape. As for what I'll do with this room, I don't know yet. I didn't think that far ahead. I mean, in all honesty, that's kind of how I build. I genuinely don't think that far ahead. I just do stuff and then suddenly it sort of cements into a unified whole, kind of. I'm coming to the realization generations are pointless means of getting people to hate each other. Ah. Hey, Lakewood Rain. Generations are a pointless way to get people to hate each other. He may be cooking with that. I don't know. There may be a ring of truth in there somewhere. Oh shit, I don't have, Here we go. Yeah, I will admit, there is a gigantic generational divide forming. And it is concerning. History will not look kindly upon the next few generations and the current past few generations in this one. Like, this is a very tumultuous time in in American history and Western civilization, really. I don't know how things are going to turn out, guys. It's going to get bad at some point. But I don't want to think too hard about that. Hello, Zuzat. What a name. Welcome. Of course, there are differences in personality where you're both... Yeah. House divided by itself cannot stand. Yeah. Too true. A house divided cannot stand. A house divided can't stand itself. Oh, damn it. There we go. Well, millennials, Gen Z, and Alpha will shake hands about how living costs are all fucked. Just the same. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see if it's that cut and dry. There's no way to know for sure. But, like, yeah, I mean, everybody should reasonably go, yeah, no, the deck was stacked against all of us from the outset. But that doesn't mean there won't be petty squabbling somewhere down the line. I'm counting on there being petty squabbling. And I don't mean that as in, like, I would want that to happen. I'm just saying, like, if there's not petty squabbling, then my understanding of human nature is screwed up. And that means I need to go back to the drawing board. And I don't want to do that. Oh, this one's... No. Wait, is it? Yeah, this one's longer. Is it? I thought these were equivalent. Are they not equivalent? Oh my god, I have played too much White Knuckle. I'm hitting the tab button, which is the inventory button. I'm so fucking brain rotted. Uh-oh. Oh, I see the problem. Or wait, is that the problem? Oh. Oh, wait, no, maybe I moved it down too far. Oh, that's the issue. I moved this down too far. I got you now. Okay, that's how I screwed up. What is White Knuckle about? Oh boy, it is a climbing horror game. Yeah, I guess I can rant about White Knuckle. Holy shit, it's a difficult game. So it's on Steam for about $12.99. It's really good. Highly recommended. It's in early access. And it's you are some nondescript, generic, player character named the Climber. That's it. You are just canonically named the Climber. And your job is to survive. Now, this is supposedly some big bad dystopian future, far, far off in the future or something like that. And it ain't looking so hot for humanity. The Climber ends up being in the bottom of something called Substructure 17, which is this mega structure underground. And you start down there, and you're a maintenance something or another, worker, right? And right off the bat, one of the first problems you run into is this gray goo, which is an amalgam of flesh and people that all lived and worked in Substructure 17. Some sort of runaway event happened that we're not privy to. And your job is to get the hell out alive, basically. And so it's a horror game, and it's a climbing simulator. And it's a really fun climbing simulator. You can speedrun the hell out of it. It's one of those games where it's like a little bit deeper than meets the eye. You can tell there's lore. There are lots of little scattered notes, scant bits of thing happening here, this happened there, that kind of something catastrophic occurred. And it has to do with this big bug queen known only as the Mother. And all throughout Substructure 17, you find these grubs. They seem to be sentient, we think, but it's never really officially explained. And what they're doing is it multiplayer or single player? It's purely single player, but the leaderboards are worldwide. And let me tell you, some of the speedruns for White Knuckle will blow your mind. Like, they are so damn it, I'm doing it again. They are so absurdly fast. Okay, I kind of want to put something up here. And yeah, it's one of these awesome games where you get to sort of vicariously experience a world that's just nuts. Talking about bugs? No. We're talking about White Knuckle, which has bugs in it. But yeah, we're talking... Yeah, world tours are tomorrow. Yeah, user worlds tomorrow. Yeah, user worlds. Just as another final reminder, user worlds for August will be tomorrow. If you have a world you want me to look at, submit it in the Discord. You got 48 hours or so. In how long would a normal person finish the game? I don't know, an hour or two maybe. If you're really good at the game, you can finish it in about 30-ish minutes. Some of the speed runs for this game last maybe 10 minutes. Like, it's nuts. Seeing these people go through this these are not small areas. You climb vertically about 2.2 kilometers. And there's only going to be more content added to the game very soon. So the 2.2 kilometers that you climb in the main game so far is going to drastically be dwarfed. You're going to end up climbing a ton of space. And all of these vertical shafts are, levels. They got obstacles in them. There are puzzles to solve. There's monsters to fight or run away from. There's a bunch of stuff. And I tell you, these speed runs, they boggle my mind, It's a level of practice and ability that I just can't fathom right now. Which is fine, I guess. Maybe it's something to aspire to. Right here. But yeah, like, White Knuckle has so many fun little nooks and crannies of just crazy bullshit that you would not expect. If you tarry in one place for too long, you will end up getting overtaken by the mass, which is that gray goo that's eternally following you. The gray goo ends up, so about halfway through the game, you escape into Habitation Yellow, which is where people were living. And all throughout your journey through Habitation Yellow, you get these over intercom announcements about the stress level that the hatch you shut behind you is undertaking. The pressure level is at 50% and holding. And then you get through one part and you hear this announcement that says, warning, the hatch between the pipe works that you escaped out of. And mind you, the goo was on your ass the whole time. You get this warning that, yeah, it's at 25% now. And you get to the final area of the game and you sort of clock out because, it's early access. And you get this really dire announcement that says, warning, containment total failure, evacuate Habitation Yellow. And you're already evacuating at this point. But it's like, shit, now what? And I've since, because I just can't help but spoil myself, the devs have, of course, posted and stuff in various places. And the devs have posted on Steam, the next area is the Abyss. And so you already know that a place called the Abyss has to be really fucking cool, right? And the devs are like, oh yeah, the mass has transformed itself from a rising puddle sea of goo into this giant creature that is going to span whatever the hell the Abyss is going to look like. And I don't even know what the Abyss is like. The Abyss evokes this image of like this big, dark expanse of who knows what. And you're basically told, yeah, the mass is now going to be chasing you throughout this Abyss place, whatever that's going to look like. And I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait. The game is interesting, yes, it's very interesting. I recommend watching some speedruns just to sort of get a taste for how nuts the game can be. Where are my sea lanterns? There they are. Soul lanterns. Let's get some jungle leaves, some mangrove doors. Yeah, this'll do. Oh, plants. I gotta put plants in bar. I can put dead George W. Bushes in there. Or I can put plain Jane azaleas in there. What would look better? Maybe shrink it down a block. It's not bad, but it ain't great either. How do dead George W. Bushes look in there? I'm live on Twitch. Oh, hello, Owl. But a couple days ago, I found one of your map arts, the Pokemon one. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that thing's still around. Glad to hear it. Oh, fuck. I hate that you can inadvertently store an item inside of a pot. Like, I don't always want it to do that, you know? Is that too bulky, I wonder? Or should I maybe get rid of the pot altogether? Yeah, I think the pot's not necessary. Hi, Arthur. You didn't miss much. I was just talking about White Knuckle. I have, because in White Knuckle, so the tab list is activated when you press the tab key, right? Well, White Knuckle has tab be your inventory. And so I'm thinking, well, I want to access my inventory and mess around with items and, you know, do stuff. And I'm pressing the tab key and I'm like, shit, that's not the inventory key for Minecraft. And so that launched me into a rant about White Knuckle. Hello, Pengling. Use a pot under the pot? Why would I use a pot under a pot? That would look like ass. You're talking like that, right? Is that what you mean? Use a sapling under the pot. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. And put it around a spruce trapdoor. Okay. Hardened clay block below the flower pots? Maybe. I don't know. I just think the trapdoors are a bit much. Maybe. Whoa. Oh, ho ho ho, printer. Printer, you sly fox, you. Oh well, printer is not perfect. How long had that been there? Okay, maybe I can do 2. Come on, get my inventory. I don't think it could work. Okay. Wait, why are you 45 degrees? Oh no. He's discovered that my angles are more angular than normal. I mean, we all live in a different angle, dude. You gotta get used to it at some point. Maybe one of these could be dead George W. Bushes, and the other can be an azalea sapling. Which is better? I'm having a tough time deciding. Imagine your inventory key being F3. No, I would rebind that shit so fast. Decorated pot and normal pot inside. Dead George W. Bush, you think so? Okay, fair. I hate that you have to have an empty hand just to recall a silly bush thingy, but hey. Okay, yeah, that works. That'll do. Okay, well, I also want to like surround this just to make it look a little less bulky, because that's really my problem. Is this is a singular block. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's much better. That's really kind of my problem. It needed this trim on the bottom here. Okay. The azalea is much better? Oh no. Dissenting opinions. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the bush for now. We'll see if I care to keep it that way or not. Okay. I mean, I could even have a thing over here, couldn't I? Azalea gets the dub for me. Damn. That's compelling, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go with the bushes just for the moment. Whoa, shit. There we go. We'll see. We'll see. You guys use a farm for the Blackstone? Yes. Everybody Listed in the description are a bunch of really cool people who not only helped me rebuild this place from it being griefed about 3 months ago, they also have this absurd bartering farm and other things like that. So that's where all the Blackstone came from, more or less. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Shit. Oh, who dinged me? Ah, okay, King Cheetah. Yes, your IP whitelist only. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get there. Don't worry. I'll go there tomorrow. Oh no, I have no. Why the fuck is your VTuber model at an angle? What? King Cheetah, I keep telling you. Everybody, and I told Poncho this, like, y'all gotta understand, everybody lives at a different angle. Everybody moves in a different way. Nobody is exactly the same as everybody else. You gotta learn to respect and accept everybody's differences. What the fuck are you doing being so judgmental about the angle at which I live? Like, come on. Do I walk into your house and go, oh my god, you have your furniture at a different angle? Ugh! And then I shit on your carpet? Like, come on now. It's okay. Everybody lives from a different sort of frame of reference. As Albert Einstein's theory of relativity states, you know, frame of reference is everything. Frames of reference dictate the entirety of how the universe moves. So, you know, you just gotta accept it. Also, I just suddenly realized I need to have it. Oh, wait, no, I don't, because this is a sort of middle supporting thing. I don't need flowers on every single one of these corners, do I? I mean, I would need to get, what, 2 sets more flowers? I mean, I could. Yeah, because the rest of this hallway is going to be like this, and then this will have flowers. Or, you know, living things on it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe these. Yeah. Okay. This can be the azalea one. Okay, so we'll have a little of both worlds. What are you, my dogs? I don't know. What about your dogs? I'm not your dog. I'm a human. Something about after watching you on VOD of OniPixel. Okay. Welcome, XACC. Hopefully you decide to stay. Don't leave me. I have abandonment issues. Everybody I've ever known and loved has left me. On 2B2T. Okay, yeah, I was worried the fence or the wall would join up to the jungular leaf. Let's see. I mean, maybe I should put a decoration of some kind on that. I don't know. I do kind of like the idea of a decorated pot having its centralmost thing kind of being emphasized. I'm everywhere, don't worry. Including your ex, Tristan? I wouldn't say he's my ex. No, X is really not an applicable... What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, 1200 ping. Why? Why you got a ping? Anyway. Yeah, that looks nicer. Thank you. You should get me prio. No. You should get yourself prio. I pay for my prio, and I don't beg, cry, steal, or scream about it. You should do the same. Oh my god, please stop. Why you ping? Stop ping. Holy shit, 1000 ping. Please stop. I would like to actually be able to move normally. Please do not. Come on, get in my inventory. There we go. Am I planning on doing something completely unthinkable in the future? What would completely unthinkable like, quantify that. What is completely unthinkable? Do you mean Space Valkyria 5? Or something else? Oh my god, my internet is shit. Of course. Give me one... Well, wait, it might fix itself. Give me... There we go. Okay, it fixed itself. Yeah, okay, so it's not me. It's not 2B2T, it's me. God damn it, we have got to get that ISP change ASAP. Okay. Azalea. Please. Internet, I beg of thee. Something spicier, like a 120-degree angle? Ooh, maybe I should do that. Ah, damn it. I'm assuming people don't go 20+ million out? No, you're very wrong. People assume quite often that people go 20 mil plus out. Yeah, Discord links in the description. Yo, what's up? Really unthinkable. I mean, like, something really big in terms of area. 2048 by 2048. Does that sound unthinkable to you? Because that's Space Valk 5's planned size. So, I mean, I guess that could count. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of sort of already ahead of you on that, I guess. I'm pretty sure 2048 has been done in terms of size, but I don't know off the top of my head. So what, 3, so every 3 blocks. Put that there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Completely unthinkable is really difficult to quantify. But I do try to push the envelope, if that's what you mean. I'm trying to challenge myself every so often. Some do, just not the majority. The majority of base hunters go out into the mills. The late high mills, especially. Are you kidding me? Everybody worth their salt goes well too far out. And they all know it. It's not a secret. A lot of idiots have gone to the world border and then have decided to make their stash in that area. And then they have the gall to ask how on earth they got found. Like, what did you think would happen? So I don't know. I'm not going out beyond 10 to 12 mil, if I can help it. Current estimated size of Flight Out 6 might be 4.5 kilometers. Wow, in diameter. Okay. Not sure yet. Sounds really fun. Okay, well, what's the radius, though? Don't give me no diameter. Give me the radius. Or wait, no, sorry, that's circumference. Yeah, diameter is 4.5, so it's 2,000 something radius. My bad. I was confusing that with circumference. Wow. Big fail there, brain. That made me feel very stupid just now. Oh, I kind of like that. Deadpool's base is the only completely unthinkable design you've seen. Yes. Exactly, Sumi. Exactly. It's very out there. And it's beyond my ability to go, wow, yeah, I should totally make something like this. It's a collage of crazy chaos. I love it. As long as I draw breath, I will always try to enjoy the cool stuff like that. And maybe even make some of it for myself. I don't know. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, so from down here, it's really only once it borders on a window. Now, wait a sec. Oh, the ratios don't ratio. I get it. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I had a killer pattern here. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Oh well. If I wait in a day and 12-hour queue, could you slide some rockets and elytra to you? I don't know who you are, dude. So, probably not. 2 days? Jesus Christ. Hello, your birthday. Oh, 2 days was your birthday. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying 2 days is how long the queue is. Well, anyway, happy birthday, Warpath. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. How old is you? Are you of the age of consent now, or are you someone who needs their diaper changed? There is no in between. You're either one or the other. Okay. How far out is this? I'm not telling you. What the fuck do you expect me to say to that? Like, how far away do you live from spawn? Many, many millions. Whatever. 2 days, 2 weeks? Yeah. My birthday's in like a month. Exactly a month. Wow. Wait, it's the 4th. Holy shit. Ah, shit. My server has hit 20 active players today. Okay. Good. I'm happy for you, Delight. Deity is a bitch. Okay. Well, you heard him, Deity. You're a bitch. Whoever that is, I don't know. This was from Sugar Muscavo, by the way, not me. I don't endorse that statement in any way, shape, or form. I was just told to read it. It's all Sugar Muscavo's fault. Look at him. Blame him. He celebrated his birthday every month. Ah, okay. I am the age of consent. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Damn, it's not going to get your base found, bruh. You say that. Say my name? Okay, Sugar Muscavo. Like, Sugar Muscavo is telling me to say these things on stream. It's all his fault. There you go. Okay. He is a mother of fuckers. Okay. Jack is best guy ever. What's wrong with those guys? I've had problems with them for a while. I've just kept quiet. I'm not going to say anything about it, though. So don't worry about it. Okay. I could scoot this down one more block, but then there's not 2 blocks between these pillars like I've been having. See, the ratio of this hallway doesn't add up to the ratio of these pillars that I made. Is there still bots on the server? Of course. Mayhap thou have spare ender chest? Where are you? I might, but you may also not be near me in such a way that I could get you said spare ender chest. So where are you? Universon. Jimbilized he's a bit. I told you to say Sugar Muscavo because he thought, oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, unfortunately, delay from stream is unavoidable, Sugar, so you're just going to have to learn to shit-talk people by using me as a proxy in a more efficient manner. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Sorry. I would get you one, but, like, If it's too far, like, I don't know what you expect me to do other than to sewer slide back to spawn, and then... I mean, there are a billion of them at spawn, so it's not even like you need me to get you one. Or you shouldn't. One of the first things I do every time I sewer slide back to spawn... Oh, he's mad you killed him. Okay. Gotcha, deity. I understand. So, you died, and you're salty. That's icy. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, one of the first things I do when I sewer slide back to spawn is figure out where the nearest E-chest is. Shit. I didn't expect that bitch to get on stream. I have some disagreements with him. Okay. Well, having a disagreement with somebody is perfectly natural. It's a matter of course. Okay. Oh no, I need like thousands for Obby at your base. Oh. Nah, man, I don't have thousands of ender chests to spare. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now then. By the way, Fit told me to tell you you're a hot man. Did he? When? Okay, sure, whatever. Not going to think about that too hard. Anyway. Kava in Jack fashion, he made this 2 times. What? I hit live if it lags back a little bit. Oh, okay. Chinese base hunter found Hellshire Farms. No, I'm so sorry, Delight. Oh, that's so sad. I told you the Chinese were built different. They have so many people roaming around everywhere, going here, there, and everywhere to find stashes and bases and everything. Like, the Chinese, unironically, are like low-key taking over the server. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm genuinely uncertain. I just don't know. Tata Trillion? What the fuck? What are you talking about, Stone Cold Killer? How often do I sewer slide back to spawn? Not often these days. I used to do it more back when we lived at Ocean's Anomalous, just because I was trying to get maps and stuff. Nowadays, I don't really have much of a reason to go to spawn, and I've got so many projects and stuff here that I gotta worry about. I can't really... Can't be bothered. Okay. There we go. Is this the second or third try? Third. If you can believe it, this is the third try on the build. Very, very unfortunate that it is the third try, but oh well. Third try's the charm, I guess. Third time, whatever. Third charm's the time. Third charm's the try, or third try's the charm. Yeah. Third brain rot is the TikTok. I'll get it right one of these days. Third aneurysm's the charm. That's how it goes. See, I knew I'd remember. Worst thing that could happen? I mean, I guess. I mean, the Chinese finding your base isn't a good thing. But I won't be too upset if they are careful. The problem is they're not really that careful from what I hear. Or from what I've experienced. Not even here. Like, it's first-hand experience here. Oh, you at the base. Here, let me show base to all people here. Oh, God, I have quads. Oh, your base we found now. I'm sorry. Post your base in Discord where hunters are all around. All kinds of hunters. They see... Whoops. Oh, your base are fucked now. So fucking racist, holy shit. Oh, but it's also the truth. Because the truth is racist. What's view clip? View clip allows me... Hold on. Ah. Okay. View clip allows me to do this. Okay, so if I take view clip off and I go into third person mode, notice how the camera will shrink in. So like if the camera hits the edges of the stairs, it'll shrink in a bit, right? So if I put the camera back behind, it shrinks it in close to me. If I do view clip, it stops that fucking gay shit dead in its tracks. Where is it? Oh God, where did view clip go? I can't see it. I can't find it. Oh God, my eyes. Where is view clip? Velocity, yaw. Is it... It'd be under render, right? View clip. There it is. Holy shit. Anyway, view clip prevents the camera from changing its position. So things will... In third person, things will always be wherever. And so that can put you inside a block. I don't really care about it. I like view clip. I don't use it a whole lot, but I do like it. I get why you would want to have view clip on, and I get why you'd want to have it off. You know, there are situations that call for both. Damn it. Wrong spot. Okay. Yeah. Not bad for a little thing that I cobbled together out of nowhere. Or for a pattern I cobbled together out of nowhere. It mostly holds true. Like, this is the only door that's all fucked up. It's not a double door. Whatever. Maybe this can be a maintenance access or some sort of alternative way, or maybe not a room. Maybe these will just be rooms, and this can be a way up and down. Because, like, these doors have to go somewhere. They have to lead to something. I don't know. How easy is it to dupe? There are no dupes as I am aware of it. So, very, very difficult. One might even say impossible. Because no public dupes means no dupes. And thus... What dupe? What are you duplicating? How are you duping? You know, if there ain't a public dupe, there ain't a public dupe. Unless you got a private one. But then you would know how difficult it would be to dupe. Because only you would know about it. So... You know, thinking blackguy.jpg. Oh my God! Shut up, cat. I was just saying to myself, my kitty hasn't yowled for attention inside the last hour. God, it feels great. And then it began to feel too good. Any news on updating to 121.8? Why would there be news about that? 121.8 isn't even stable. It's not even fully released. Why on earth would we update to it now? We don't even have all the bullshit fully, like, fleshed out or shown off yet. Like, you're asking for something that's quite literally not worthy of being updated to. At least not yet. Maybe one day in the near future we'll get it. But no, I don't know, man. Ah, crap, I'm out of dang old stairs. Oh well. Easily fixed. Okay, so I just need, what, 4 stairs? And that more or less finishes off this whole... Yeah, I think that finishes off this whole area. Save for this doorway. Or this archway. I want to put an archway here. Must have been cool to see spawn update when it was in 119. Yeah, it would have been neat, but I never really... I didn't care. Maybe I should have. Because it would have been cool to see. But overall, eh. It was just nice to not be on 112. Okay, so I just need 4 stairs. I don't want to go too overboard with buttons, but I like buttons. Ooh, I like that you can see Sonnet's thing over there. Or was that Tyler's? I forget. Alright, so I need to make a script, I guess. If you know how to dupe, as in you have a method. But again, there is no public dupe I'm aware of. 128 is just a hotfix update. Copper is 120 and 1.9. Oh. I keep saying 128. 121.8. Okay, so it's just a hotfix. I guess. But I couldn't tell you when they plan to, like, update to that version. Mostly because it isn't out. That's, it isn't, like, Folia compatible out. I think eventually we're just going to have, like, a set update order or something to that effect. There we go. This hallway is so much more, like, alive and full. It feels like way more real, I guess. That's probably not the right way to describe it, but you know what I mean. Like, something has changed for the better in it. Oh wait, no, mangrove goes there. More buttons. Ooh, we're almost out. Okay. There. Put the beacons in place, and I think that'll do it for this. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I should have put some soul lanterns there. You always want to stay a few versions behind since it's the most stable. Yeah, that is the general idea. I will say, it isn't necessarily time to update yet, but I get why you would be looking forward to it, you know? I think the best thing right now is to let all the dust settle, and we'll see if we get, like, a long period of, oh, damn it, I need 2 more. A long period of, like, time between updates. Or between drops, or whatever the hell they're calling them. Content drops. And so, like, I know they're trying to, like, maintain a a much higher pace that they weren't able to really keep up with before when they were updating. Personally, I still feel like updates are the way to go, but whatever. The Mojang people have kind of made it clear that's just not the way things are going to go. Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, these should be on the bottom here, protruding outward. All right. There we go. And now this can go off to wherever. And, whoa, too far. I definitely want to put a way to go down here. So, like, a staircase of some kind that leads down to here, maybe? Like, this staircase just goes straight down to some sort of, like, collective room. And then that room connects up to here. And so that gives you access to this outside vista. Of course, there's no awning. Maybe I should put an awning. I don't know. 120.1 point is virtually the same and fixes Intel graphics errors. Really? Huh. If your best friend lost his balls in an accident, would you donate one to him? And if he had a kid, would it be yours or his? Ooh. Well, now, why would he need me to donate a ball? I've never heard of people transplanting balls. Like, gonads are never transplanted. That's way too much risk, as it turns out. Gonads are really, really tricky because not only when you fuck around with transplanting organs to begin with, not only are you tempting the immune system to revolt, you also have to worry about the extra trouble of having, you know, organs that aren't yours. And like you said, would it be my kid or his? I don't know, man. I can't answer that. It would be random. You'd have to do a blood test to figure that out. It's fucked up, but I don't know. Not a good idea to try and do that. In my opinion, that's a little too risky. I could understand if we had a command over the immune system to such a degree that we could 3D print organs for you, and those 3D printed organs don't set off the immune system. That would be neat. I don't know how far away we are from such a time period, but for now, we don't have that luxury, so I don't know. I wouldn't donate a ball to anybody because that's really dangerous. Also, it wouldn't achieve anything. You could just take testosterone or something. Like, you would just have testosterone replacement therapy, and it would be legit. Like, that would be way better. Also, if you still have a functioning testy, they're not going to, like, do anything about it. Because you're still functioning. I mean, it would suck to lose. How would that be possible? 3D printing an organ? Well, it's not possible right now, but like it could be in the far future. All I know is if they can crack your genome, which there's no reason they can't, then you should theoretically be able to replicate organs. Of course, it isn't a simple process, and we aren't good enough at it yet, but I imagine one day we will be. Like, imagine, oh no, I'm sick and I need a new pancreas, or I need a new liver, or I need a whatever. Like, it would be a simple matter of just 3D printing it. and it would have the same genetic profile as your own organs, and it wouldn't set off any of your body's, you know, defense mechanisms. Like, that'd be so cool. It's a little bit, you know, hi-fi, bordering on fucking magic. But hey, I imagine one day, you know, we'll have really crazy stuff. These are past midnight questions? It's only 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. What do you mean midnight? I think about way less high-end stuff at past midnight. Ow. Ooh. How much have you asked for a small talk in Discord? How much you ask for to have a small talk in Discord? Oh. What, like an interview? You wish to interview me? No, I don't want to do any interviews right at the moment. Sorry. Theoretically, you'd be able to create a body without a soul? I mean, no. Like, you would only be creating organs. You wouldn't clone yourself, or you wouldn't have somebody clone you. Cloning a person is like... Oh man, there's so many ethical troubles lying in wait with that. Okay. What am I building? I'm building the inside of this this building. The outside of this building is really cool, but it's almost all hollow, and I don't like that. So I'm building things that make it not hollow. What if you replicated all your organs? Oh God. I mean, other than your brain, there's not really a problem with that. Blackstone Castle, oh yeah. Time to bring us back to more poignant questions. How cute is my kitty? Aw, she's so cute. She's a whiny little bitch, but she is so cute. And do the thing that would put them all together so you would want to replicate yourself, is what you're saying? I don't know, man. There are a lot of troubles with that. I wouldn't do it. You would only need to figure out how to do, you know, essential things like organs, etc. You don't want to get into like really deep territory of trying to replicate people whole cloth. Yeah. Okay, big staircase. I think we already used artificial organs. They're mechanical, like mechanical hearts, dialysis, yeah. The problem is those suck. They're not as good as your actual organs. So being able to replicate organs would be a huge game changer. And I think 3D printing would be the way to do it. Of course, a lot of innovations and changes have to happen, and we're nowhere near ready. But that said, I wouldn't be shocked if that's the direction things go in. It'll take a while, though. Probably 100 or more years, maybe. Hard to know for sure right now. It's so uncertain. You really can't guess with medical stuff and expect to get it right. So a way to live longer than usual could be to replicate your entire body and find a way to put your brain in it. You're thinking. Yeah, it might be possible. You may be considering the following. You might actually be onto something there, Copperator. I'm not going to say that it's... Again, I'm not going to say that's ethical, but theoretically you could do it. Well, cloning is already possible, but it's incredibly hard and, of course, illegal. But that cloning in, not unlike the cartoons, but like only the body, but a lot of things that make you are what you are you. Huh? I think I see what you're trying to say, but that last bit. Yes, there are parts of you that cannot be replicated through cloning. You are correct. Okay. Problem with that staircase is that I can't really predict how far down it will go or where I can curve it around safely to get it down to this level. It's actually really annoying. Need to tackle dementia plaques and tau before that takes off. Yeah. There are a ton of things to sort through. But I think we will sort through them. Let's use the DNA of a stem cell and add the vacant, vacant embryo, maybe. Might be something to that. Grammar messed up a bit at the end, exactly what I tried to say. Okay, yeah. Really wish there was a foolproof way to place blocks beneath me without the server getting upset that I'm doing that. Because, like, I can make... Oh, shit. I can make 1 or 2 blocks go beneath me, no problem. But eventually the server gets wise and goes, hey, wait a sec. You're not supposed to be able to place blocks there. Let's use the DNA. I already read that. Which, if you could do it, would be interesting. I guess? Yeah, see, that's a ghost block. Yeah, at a certain point, the server does not like you placing blocks beneath your feet if you're not able to see line of sight to that block. It gets upset. So what I could do... Yeah, I can have it go down to that wall and then have it curve around. Yeah, I think that would be the way to do it. We're already cloning rats in labs? Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that too. Though the cloning of a rat is not really an ethical issue. Nobody really cares about rats. Mice and fruit flies and kinda sort of the rhesus monkey being some of the most studied organisms in the world basically means that all bets are off. Does printer just not print for you sometimes? Seems to be the AirPlay switch gets it cucked. Yeah, sometimes AirPlay will fuck up. There isn't a whole lot I can do about it because I'm not privy to some of the hacks that some people who had used to make this place. There we go. Perfect. Dolly the sheep, yeah, she lived a much shorter life, was mired with health conditions. Yeah, because people didn't know what we understood how to properly clone. There is a method to that madness. There is a way to properly clone. Damn it. Genetically modifying children to avoid birth defects might be a good idea. Well, see, that's how it always goes, though. Well, I think if we did such and such and it makes people's lives better, that's a good thing. But it'll always start out as, well, if we started doing this practice, then we should probably also consider doing this other practice. And inevitably that becomes eugenic. But then, you know, that's for the people of that time to decide. I don't know. It might not happen. It might happen. Who knows? I can't be sure any more than you can. Chat got quite philosophical. I mean, it's not that bad. That's scary. I mean, it could be scary, but it could also not be scary. Who knows? How scary would it be to take everything to a super body, but what about your soul? Huh? How scary would it be to take everything to a super body? What are you trying to say here, Kava? As in, you transfer your essence into a souped-up body? Is that what you're trying to say? Like a genetically refined body or something? I don't know. Degradation of sample DNA is a real issue. Yeah. Curse me in my insistence for detail. I'm looking up jet engine carburetors for a new giant plane build. Them 6 jet engines need a good air-fuel mixture to run well. Oh. Can you replicate that in Minecraft, though? Looking at the complex translate. Yeah, I was about to say, like, those are really, really intricate designs. Are you going to be able to do that? Okay. All right, this is annoying. Just to save you, but your soul would be lost. I know it's a scary thought. That a being out there with your personality, but you are truly dead. I have some very interesting insight into that. Fuck it. I'm going to drop one last little bombshell on you. What if the soul can regenerate? Because the soul is an idea, not a physical thing. It isn't a material. It is immaterial, meaning it is not physical. So it is neither matter nor energy. What if the soul, as a concept, can be regenerated? Because it's an idea. And so this copy being of you has all your everything and then becomes you and you become it. Because that's how souls actually work. Because souls are not material. And so if you can perfectly replicate a body, the soul will regenerate. Let me just flip that on its ear. Or rather, let me flip your idea of a soul on its ear. Soul is synaptic pattern art. What if it's an idea? What if it isn't a physical, tangible thing? It is a byproduct of all the physical, tangible things going on in your body. Amazing shaping that build you're working on. Oh, thank you. Or do you mean me, or were you talking to Coperator? I don't think so. A soul's supposed to be unique. Yeah, but it'd still be an idea. It'd be the idea of you. So at what point does a replica of something that is so close to the original, at what point does it stop being a replica? What if it's so perfectly identical to the original, it's indistinguishable? Nice shaping on. Okay, not for me. Okay, I wasn't sure who you were referring to, Cheetah. Understandable, though. It's like a compression algorithm. I don't think it's an algorithm. I think it's an idea. Souls are concepts, not just physical things. Love to mix Minecraft with random stuff, I guess. It isn't that bad. Could be worse. At least I don't do drugs or whatever and then start getting philosophical. Those types of people are just wild. I don't think a soul is what we would call data. I think it's beyond data. I think it's pure information. Is the soul, in your opinion? Kinda, yeah, it would be an extension of that. A soul part... Actually, no, it's a byproduct. So the soul is a byproduct of your consciousness. So the two are linked, but they're not 100% the same. How old are you, man? You sound like my age. Well, how old is your age? I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Or if you're close or not. Consciousness is part of the portion of the soul. No, it's the other way around. The soul is the lesser. The consciousness is the greater. You are not your soul. You are your consciousness. You are your ego, your sense of self, your sense of being. The soul is a byproduct of you existing. You're in your 20s. I'm way older. I'm not in my 20s. I'm almost 36. One more month. The soul makes you conscious, but what if it doesn't? That's what I'm flipping on its ear. What if your notion of the order of operations is backwards? We couldn't copy one's soul, right, but say we are able to copy one's consciousness. Wouldn't that be indicative of being able to copy soul? Yes, exactly. So then what becomes of someone? So let's say we get Star Trek matter transporters, right? The transporter that the Star Trek people love to use. You know, beam me up, Scotty, that kind of thing. Okay. So are we breaking you down and replicating you somewhere else? Are you the same you after you've been transported from point A to point B? You beam down onto a planet and visit all the local aliens or whatever, and then you go back to the ship. And they had to transporter you the whole way, right? So are you the same you after that? The CGP Grey argument? Yeah. 36-year-old. He's still in high school, born in 89. I'm still in high school. How the fuck am I still in high school? Don't they kick you out of high school after, like, 20? Or 21 or whatever? Oh, shit. Isn't there, like, a hard age cutoff for high school? Star Trek Transporter deletes you and make a copy of you. Yeah. So, again, are you the same person? I was swimming in 4chan back in the day when I was 10. Jesus Christ, you were 10 on 4chan? Yikes. Damn, what a cool debate we're having. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Sugar. You're a new you, but you could say the same thing when you fall unconscious. Maybe. Maybe. Mayhaps there is something to that. Ooh, wait. Or, well, no, this whole area is going to be blocked off. Never mind, you're not going to see this. Sleep also kills your consciousness and makes a new one each night. A little bit. Though I've heard some things recently about consciousness and how there are supposed quantum effects in place. But I don't know. It's still Very uncertain right now. Oh shit, this is too dark. Why is this area so dark? Go, bruh. Complete your high school. Complete your high school. Okay. Great news. Jet engines don't use carburetors. It's something else that I looked up. Oh. At least for the majority of the time, they don't. Okay. Hello, productive Aditya. Ow. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I want this staircase to meet up there. Don't ever want to leave high school. Imagine having a... Yeah, I know. Imagine having one. It's so bad I have to censor it even on YouTube. Okay, so this would be the wall. Or wait, no, this would be the wall. Couldn't be me. So could an animal have a soul? Well, they might just. There are certainly animals that are more self-aware than others. And I think we can all agree that that is a much-needed ingredient. Elephants and dolphins... Magpies, octopi, what's another one? Gorillas, chimpanzees. They can all keep track of and understand. You know, they all pass the, certain bears, they pass the mirror test. Passing the mirror test would be very important. That's why I worried about a soul at first. Yeah. Because I think people's understanding of what that is has been heavily skewed. Okay, this is where it starts to slope down. Uh-oh. No, wait, no, that's a line. Never mind. Damn, I'm still gonna have to go retrieve stuff. I hate it when I drop stuff. Minecraft magnet when... Hello, Preston. Yes, cats. I like cats, too. Damn it. Shit. Woo! Almost fucking kissed the ground. Whew. Jack, do you still browse VG? I haven't in a long time. VG just doesn't hold my interest the way it used to. Work in customer service as a fish with more awareness than some humans. Yeah. There are a lot of creatures with way more sense of self and personality than we might be willing to give them. Yeah, cats also all have a personality. Ever heard of near-death experience? Yeah. I mean, that's not really anything I have any experience with, but sure. Well, since I want to get a move on with your build, I might go ahead and not go into that much detail, but I think it'll be enough thing that has fuel tanks and stuff like that. Okay, cool. They don't pass the mirror test, but I'd argue the cats have a soul. Yeah. They have personality, that's for sure. And you know, that's good enough for me. Okay. Sharks and crocodiles can have a personality. Yeah, exactly. There's no end to the numbers of animals and species out there that seem to do something not too dissimilar from what we do and act in ways we might act. Maybe not exactly, but, you know. We express having a soul as smart or some shit like that. They mostly mean self-awareness or sentience. That's usually what that's meant to be interchangeable with. Personality, do you know your type? Like, no, I don't care about that. That's not what I'm saying. Souls of the damned, mosquitoes haunting you after death. I'll take it. I don't care about mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. If I have to have a few thousand mosquito souls haunting me, good enough. Small price to pay, if I'm being honest. Although Mother Nature kills bugs far more readily than I. Damn it. Sorry, I've been lurking the whole time. Forgot to say hi. Aw. It's all your fault, then. Currently too late for you to watch. Okay. Sorry, Peyton. Probably end up falling asleep within the background. Well, I'm probably going to be ending stream somewhat soon. My feet are killing me. Uh-oh. Take care of yourself? Oh, yeah. You too. Damn it. My aim is so terrible. Okay. Alright, so the central staircase here is mostly just to get up to there. I might continue this hallway off somewhere over there. I don't know. We'll see. But this staircase allows you to get over to here where you can twist that. And voila. You can twist that and it'll shut. And then this will open. Twist that and it'll shut. I like it. I like how this place has turned out. You've made another stream now entire since 2022. Damn, 2022. Wow. You know, it's funny. I combed through a bunch of hardcore streams earlier today, trying to find that one stream where I reacted to Jared being on the Digcast. Pitfall was asking for that because he wanted to use it for a Jared video. And I was like, yeah, I got that. I had so many hardcore streams. Holy shit. Oh, take care, Cheetah. Like your personal world? Yeah. Something that senses joy, fear, sadness? Maybe. There may be more official, more precise definitions we can give later on when we understand more. Who? Pitfall is the guy who made the giant documentary last year. Is Jared still active? No, he is in the chair force. So he is very much not active. Hello, Michael of the Hunt. Hi, Jack. I'm back. No, you're not. You never left. You can't lie to me, Arthur. I have seen you in stream before. Oh, Pitfall video is great. Oh, I know. I love his stuff. He was asking me about stuff for Jared, and I was just like, oh my god, I have so much stuff I could talk about Jared. Apparently, the podcast interview where Jared was on the Digcast got, like, expunged. Like, I had a hard hard time finding it. It's still around in parts, but like, damn. I had no idea it was that big of a deal. Okay, so this is 6 wide corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. I will make this also a 6 wide corridor, or possibly a larger room. I don't know yet. Hell yeah. I love me some staircases. Bitches love staircases. I'm gonna send that bitch a staircase. Bitches love staircases. I remember whenever he popped into Bez's interview with Tristan. Yeah. Left, got a haircut and buy some boxes. I'm moving next month. Okay. Congratulations, I think. I don't know if that's good or not. Sorry. 6, 7? What do you mean? I could sit for hours listening to all the stories about 2B. Oh, I know. When did Jared start playing? 2011. A little before me. He didn't play for very long. He quit and then came back the next year. And then he was a thorn in my side ever since. Jared was, let's just say Jared was an interesting fellow. He was a little hellraiser. Far too young to be on the server back then. But what can you do? People join the server and you don't got no say in the matter. At least, not really. What do you think needs to happen to be a more famed server? No, I don't want anything to happen to 2B. Nothing needs to change, in my opinion. It's good right now. Oh, will you look at that? That little lone pale oak I planted has grown. Shit got so awkward. Oh, yeah, when Jared and Tristan were... Yeah, Tristan's a very awkward person. Doesn't shock me that it got awkward. I really wish Sonnet would do whatever he's going to do with this. He'd finish it. How young was Jared? Well, let's just say that the date 2013 may or may not have contained his actual age during that year. He was 12 when he first started. Okay, well, it was a year off, but still. That's the age people find. Oh my god. I don't want to think about that. But you're also correct. That does seem to be the age most people find out about places like 2B2T on, or at. You know, one of these days, I'm going to have to come to this island and clean it up. Because it's a hot fucking mess. Random bones, random soul sand, random totems, XYZ's unbreakable armor. Ooh, redstone kit. Cool. I'm gonna send that bitch a redstone kit. Bitches love redstone kits. Broken elytra. Ooh, rockets. I'll steal those. Free rockets. All the rockets around these parts are free. Jeez. Yeah, I really need to clean up this little island. I settled onto this island not realizing we were going to shit it up with all sorts of stuff. And then like a bajillion creepers spawned on it over the course of us building Archon Retia. And it just never... It was just never the same, this poor island. I should also probably light up. In your opinion, how old is someone must be? I would like you to at least be 18 if you join the place, but I can't control that. Ideally, you should be not a child. I think that's a fair assessment of what I would like to see in a newer player should they decide to join today or tomorrow or whatever. Just don't be a fucking kid, please. And if you're underage, don't talk about it. Don't bring anything up. Use common sense, etc. Like, so many silly things that happen on this server could have easily been prevented by just a bunch of people not being retarded. Okay. You know, I should make that my next job, to light up this bottom area down here. It's a very dark, dark area, and it's spawning mobs, and I don't like mobs. So actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and grab some rockets. Teenagers join everything on the internet. Yeah, I know, right? But see, the problem is, teenagers are obviously teenagers. They act in a way that is clearly adolescent, you know? And it's stupid, but also completely understandable. Because, I mean, they're teens. What are they going to do? Not act like teens? But also, I don't want them fucking hanging around. So, like, it's a catch-22. You're not able to succeed no matter what you do. Or, well, I'm going to take, I think 8 stacks of torch. Yeah, 8 stacks of torches should be enough, but we'll see. Do I not have any coal around these parts? Oh my, I may have to actually go and mine some coal. Oh, I saw some. Ah, that's right, I made a bunch of charcoal. I remember now. This is exactly the purpose why I made it. Are you saying that Mike does not have common sense? His common sense is a lot older. A lot of a much older fashion common sense. He actually does have a lot of common sense. When he was a young kid, not so much. But, like, I'm not really talking about Mike. It's more of a general warning to other players and people who have, shall we say, allowed themselves to get into very questionable situations. There we go. Die, zombie. I would really like for creepers to just not be able to walk right up to my front door. That'd be nice. I'll keep the gunpowder this time. Jack, do you remember when Bezo invited you to the Tristan interview? Yes, I do. I was building Space Valk 3 when that was happening. And I was like, oh god, what do I do? Play it cool, play it cool. I had just I had just explained, rather, Space Valk 1. Whoa. And the story behind Space Valk 1. Because I think Bezo was like the first person who had ever gotten that inside scoop about how Space Valk 1 came to be. And things like that. Acting stupid internet. Yeah, that used to be far more common. But nowadays we live in such a hypersensitive society, we can't really, like... You really can't get away with being stupid on the internet. Like... So many young kids are going to have their lives ruined because of internet drama and other things of that nature at critical junctures in their lives where they really just shouldn't be involved. But hey, can't help it. It's just the world we live in now. Yeah, plot foreshadowing. It was a little foreshadowy, I guess. Okay. Would you stop butt fucking me? Goddamn zombie. Or drowned in this instance. Got him. God, I hate creepers and mobs and shit. Piss off. Fucking zombies, I swear to God. Okay, Simon, at least IRL, you just cringe, but not in danger, UK? Yeah, stupid internet. Internet stupidity is dangerous. You're not wrong. Internet stupidity can ruin your life. Just seems to be the way that society is acting now. Okay. Well, that said, people did shit back then. Why don't you just ignore and despawn them? They don't despawn on here the way you would think. It's not... I can't really ignore them. I have to deal with them so that I can light up the area. Like, they're in the way and they're not going away. So I have to deal with them. Like, there's no really getting around it. What are VPNs? Something that will eventually be very illegal. You will not be allowed to be private on the internet going forward. Internet privacy is going to be non-existent in the far, well, maybe not that far future. Don't think for a second you'll be able to use a VPN and get away scot-free. No, people can say things that politicians don't like on the internet. And with a VPN, total privacy? Anonymity has to be abolished, don't you know? COVID era 2BT is pretty underrated. Okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but it came with a very steep price. I think internet stupidity can happen without consequence, and kids don't learn what is acceptable and what is not. It goes both ways. There are some unfortunate situations where things go awry and no one's held accountable. Nobody learns a lesson. And there are other situations where the most mundane shit blows up in someone's face and, as I said, ruins their life. Or at least makes their lives unnecessarily hard. For example, doxing and swatting. I think that's a pretty good example of people taking things too far. And if it's a young kid, like, that can be even worse. I don't know, man. The world is not a black and white thing. It is a myriad of craziness. It's impossible to keep track of the world these days. Or so it feels. Ooh. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm gonna light this front area up later. What is that price, Jack? What now? Oh, the price of COVID era 2B2T? COVID. The damage that COVID has caused to our society. Like, that was the price. You had COVID. And all the craziness that ensued. Oh God, no, please, get away from that edge. Stay away from cliff edge. Fuck, I may have to get a saddle. Yeah, I've got a saddle up here. Europe is spiraling? Yeah. It's just one of the many instances. saddle. The damage to lockdowns cost... Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the same idea, really, but you get what I mean. COVID was responsible for the lockdowns, kind of. There's a little more to it than that, but you get the idea. Okay. Where the fuck do I take these guys? I would like them to be safe somewhere. Maybe I should put them on the island. COVID brought us the fan server? No, it didn't. That was after COVID. I mean, COVID got me into streaming, but that's not really the same thing. Oh, look at that. Somebody else has a saddle. That's odd. Wasn't there a fourth? Yeah, there is. Okay. So September 4th, your birthday. Yeah, but that's not... That wasn't really COVID. Oh, yeah, September 4th. Oh, man, that'll be 3 years ago. Holy shit. How time flies, I tell you. Do you think the system is rigged against the younger generations? Yeah. The deck has been unfortunately stacked against them in ways I genuinely don't think most people can appreciate. It will be a very long time before people really go, wow, we kind of made things awful for the people who came after us. Which is like counterintuitive to the majority of the human experience. Most people in the past went out of their way to make their children's lives better, not worse. Bye, Jack. Got to take a bath? Okay. Well, you have a good one, Sugar. Exactly in 1 month, yeah. I'm not going to be 50. Shut the fuck up. Do I consider a skeleton horse a trophy? No. I got like 5 of them. Or 8 of them. Or 7, sorry. The 4 down there and the 3 up here. These little bastards spawn everywhere these days. They're not special. I don't know what to do with them, though. And this area is so big and flat. I don't think anything bad's going to happen to them. They already realize they just don't care. Yeah, that also seems to be the case. But there are also people who don't know. Call this controversial take, but I think the server is old enough to kind of extend the definitions of what makes an older or new player. I mean, I guess. Okay. Well, whatever. I don't have much of an opinion on any of that right at the moment. Anyway, the 2BGT journal, of course, updated. Issue number 9, the new e-bounce. On February the 9th, a new form of e-bounce was discovered by Drunk Temo, allowing players to go up to 105 blocks a second. It all started while messing around with velocity. By setting velocity to 0, they discovered movement techniques called grim strafing, a type of sprinting that reaches speeds of around 9 blocks per second. This sparked the idea, what if we combine this with e-bounce? And it worked! On July the 9th, it was sold and added to Rusher. You have a story? Send it to Redscope, or join his Discord, and so on and so forth. And with that, I do believe I have seen and done enough for one night. I'm getting all stiff. So yes, you all have a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same channel. We will have user worlds. So if you have a world you want me to, you want to show it off, something that you want me to see, don't be afraid to send it my way. Join the Discord down below and give me a link to it, and I'll happily peruse it. And other than that, you all have a great night. I will catch you all later. Goodbye. Same Jack time, same Jack channel, exactly.